Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you my story. My story is about English. My story is about pain. But my story is also about hope. The topic is simple. People laughed at my English. Yes, they laughed. When I first started speaking English, I was very scared. My hands were shaking. My heart was beating fast. I knew some words but not many. I knew some grammar but not much. Still, I tried to speak. I remember the first time very clearly. I opened my mouth. I said a sentence. It was not perfect. My pronunciation was not good. And then people laughed. Some laughed loudly, some smiled and looked at each other. Some tried to hide their laugh. At that moment, I felt very small. I felt weak. I felt stupid. I thought, why did I speak? Why did I try? Maybe I should stop. I went home that day very sad. I did not want to talk to anyone. I did not want to open my English book. I did not want to hear English. I looked at myself and thought, my English is bad. I will never speak well. English is not for me. Maybe you feel the same. Maybe people laughed at you too. Maybe they corrected you again and again. Maybe they said, your English is wrong. If this is you, listen to me carefully. You are not alone. Many people laughed at my English. But today I am still speaking. Let me tell you something important. When a baby learns to walk, the baby falls. People do not laugh, they clap, they say, good job. When a baby learns to talk, the baby makes mistakes. People smile, they listen, they help. So why do people laugh when adults learn English? Because they forget something. They forget that learning is not easy. They forget that mistakes are normal. Making mistakes does not mean you are bad. Making mistakes means you are learning. I made many mistakes. I still make mistakes. Sometimes I said the wrong word. Sometimes I used the wrong tense. Sometimes people did not understand me. But every mistake taught me something new. One day I made a decision. I said to myself, I will not stop. I will not be quiet. I will not be afraid. I told myself, my English is not perfect, but it is mine. I started speaking more. I spoke slowly. I spoke with simple words. I spoke every day. Some people still laughed. But something changed. I stopped listening to the laugh. I started listening to myself. I asked myself, did they understand me? If the answer was yes, then I smiled. Because language is not about perfection. Language is about communication. If people understand you, your English is working. Let me say this again, slowly. If people understand you, your English is good enough. You do not need big words. You do not need hard grammar. You do not need a perfect accent. You need courage. You need practice. You need patience. Every day I learned one new word. Just one. Every day I spoke one sentence. Just one. Small steps every day. And slowly, very slowly, I got better. One day, something surprising happened. I spoke English more and nobody laughed. They listened, they answered me, they understood me. That day, I felt proud. Not because my English was perfect, but because I did not give up. Now, when I see someone learning English, I feel respect because I know how hard it is. I know the fear, I know the pain. If people laugh at your English, remember this: they are not brave like you. You are brave because you try, you are brave because you speak, you are brave because you learn. English is not your first language, but it can be your strong language. Your accent is not a problem, it is part of your story. Your mistakes are not shame, they are steps. So please do not stop. Speak English at home. Speak English with friends. Speak English with yourself. Make mistakes. Smile. Learn again. One day you will speak and someone will listen. One day you will help another learner. One day you will say, "Yes, people laughed at my English, but I kept going." And that is why you are here today. Thank you.
Dear learners, we have to remember that life is a persistent pattern. It is very simple, but at the same time, very powerful. Do you know what is it? Let me tell you what this powerful pattern is. It is the pattern which continues to repeat itself. It happens with everyone. Every meaningful thing seems or feels difficult in the beginning. Yes, it happens with everyone. Whether you want to learn a new skill, build a new career, or develop your character, the first step always feels uncomfortable, exhausting, and confusing to you. At first, your mind resists the change, your body starts complaining, and your doubts start clouding your mind, and you feel that you are incapable of it. Everybody feels this way. It is natural. You should know that this difficulty at the start is a signal for the growth that is yet to begin. You experience this difficulty because you are the beginner. You lack confidence and you have not developed the rhythm yet. You hesitate, you stumble not because you are incapable. You stumble because you are a beginner, like a child falling and rising and then falling and then rising again while learning to walk. You may fall. It is natural. Falling and rising happens in this process. You have to remember that every worthwhile endeavor demands strong determination and patience in the beginning. Most people commit the mistake of quitting early. They mistakenly think this temporary difficulty to be permanent. It is your determination that transforms this difficulty into ease. Now, what is determination? Determination is actually your decision to continue without being discouraged. It is your inner promise which says, I am slow, but I should not stop. This consistent determination converts your efforts into habits and makes difficult things easy. Now you feel it easy and manageable. This happens not by chance, It happens as a reward of your persistence. Your road did not change, you did. Then comes pleasure, the last stage. Now, this effort gives you pleasure. Now you enjoy it. Now you feel that what was once difficult for you has now become one of the most fulfilling experience of your life. Same is the case with learning English language. It can feel difficult at first. It is because you struggle with vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar at the same time. At this difficult stage, you should not give up. As you continue developing vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar, things begin to get simpler. You start understanding native speech, and then you can also express yourself confidently. As you continue this way, then something very amazing happens, and learning English becomes a pleasure. You begin to understand and appreciate the music of the English language. It is like cracking a secret code which opens doors to unique experiences, opportunities, and friendships. So, go ahead, continue your English language learning journey. You are making great progress and it is worthwhile.